We can use operators plus and asterisk on strings as well. The plus sign will just concatenate the string, and the asterisk sign will repeat that string for the number of times we define and will attach the string. Suppose we have two strings, one says love and the second says you. We can join these two strings, that is, we can concatenate these two strings by using a plus sign. So when we write it like this, it will join the, the two strings and it will make them in one string, that is, love you. And when we use a asterisk sign and define a number, for example, I have a string AB, and by using a asterisk sign which shows multiplication, I multiplied it by 3. So what it does, it repeatedly joined the string 3 times. Now let's see this in code editor. Okay, we will continue with our previous code in which we have 4 strings. Now I will try to concatenate the string name and date by using a plus operator. So I can name this string new string is equals to name plus date. So now it will combine the string name and date into a one string, that is new string, and then I will print that string new string. As you can see, IntelliSense shows us the things which we have already written. So I will just select it from the IntelliSense. These are the benefits of PyCharm. So I will just select the new string. It has suggested me that that if I wanted to write this variable name, so I will just enter it instead of writing the complete string variable name there. So I will just quickly run it and see what is the output. As you can see in the output, it printed my name is Hamza, 27 January 1993. It joined the two strings name and date. But as you can see, I need to have some space between my name is Hamza. There needs to be a space, then after that space the date should appear. So I can just simply do a empty space. I can concatenate it between these two variables like this. So what I'm saying here is concatenate name with is space and then concatenate it with a date. So now let's see what's the output. As you can see, it added the space between the date and name. Now it says my name is Hamza, space 27 January 1993. So we can play around with these operators and try different things with that. So now I will just simply show you an example of asterisk sign, that is multiplication. So I will apply it on short string, that is A, and I will multiply it with itself for the 5 times. So let's see. I have created a variable multiply and I will just multiply short string asterisk 5. So what I'm saying here is multiply short string with itself 5 times. So now it should print 5 A's on the screen. So the variable multiply will contain 5 A's. So let's print the multiply variable and see the output. As you can see in the output, it printed A 5 times. So the multiply variable here contains the alphabet A 5 times. So now it's a single string. The 5 A's connected is a single string and that is stored in a variable multiply. We can try it doing it with the date variable. I will just simply change it to date and I will change 5 to 2, so it should multiply date with itself and show and store it in multiply, and it will print then multiply. So I can just quickly run this code. As you can see in the output here, it joined date two times. It shows 27 January 1993 and then 27 January 1993. So you can try different examples with this. So I will just give another example of index. We can also get some alphabet at a particular index. As you remember from this lecture, that every character in a string is on a particular index, starting from 0 and ending at the length of the string. So all these strings have indexes. Let's suppose the string name, the variable name has a string my name is Hamza. So M here is on index 0, Y is on index 1, and then empty space is on index 2, and so on. So every string here has a particular index. So I can also print some alphabet at particular index. For example, in date variable, I just want to print the J of January. So how I can do it? I will just print date. I will add two square brackets. Between these two square brackets, I will write the number of index, that on which particular index I want to print the alphabet. So J is on the third index because 2 is on 0, 7 is on 1, empty space is on 2, and J is on 3. So I will just simply write here 3. Now I am telling the print statement to print the date string alphabet on index number 3. So let's see what it prints. As you can see in the output, it printed J. If I will change it to 4, it will print the fourth index, that is A. So let's see. Yes, it's printed A. And we can also specify a range of indexes. For example, in a date string, I want to just print the January, not including 27 and 1993. So what I will do here is I will tell the starting index and I will tell the ending index. So it will print January. How I can do it? I will specify the lower limit. Here, as you can see in the print statement, I have specified 4, so I will change it to 3 because I know January, J of January is on index 3. Then I will add a colon, and then instead of upper limit, I will add 1 in upper limit and I will write here. So let's calculate the upper limit which I want here. I want the complete January to be printed on the screen. So I will start with 3 because J is on 3 and A is on 4, N is on 5, U is on 6, A is on 7, R is on 8, and Y is on 9. So my ending limit is 9. So I have to specify 10 here because this is a very important concept. You have to remember that in Python, whenever you are giving a limit, the upper limit is not included. One less than the upper limit is included. So it will start from 3 and end at 9. It will not include 10. This is a very important concept and you have to remember it because it will be used in our future lectures as well. Because we have to learn about a function which is named range in our future lectures, and that is very important. So this concept is very simple, that lower limit 3 will be included but upper limit will not be included. One less than the upper limit will be included, that is 9. So I will quickly run it and see the output. As you can see in the output, it printed complete January. starting from index 3 ending at 9, not including 10. So we can give any range here and it will be printed. So for example, in the upper string, name string, I want to just print M and Y, that is my. So how I can do it? I will start it by index 0 and end it at 2, that is 1 greater than the index of Y. I will start it at 0, end it at 2, so it will include the index 0 and 1 because M is on 0 and Y is on 1. So I will run it. Okay, we did it with the date string. So it's correct with the date string. Okay, it printed 27, the first two index. Now I can change it to name because we were supposing the name as an example. So let's run it and it printed my, as you can see. We can also leave lower limit or upper limit empty. Means that, for example, if in a name string I leave the lower limit empty, so it will include all the alphabets below upper limit. So when I will run it, as you can see, it's still printed my because it started from the 0 index and ended at 1. So I can, if I change it to like 5, so it will print my space na because it ended at the 4th index. And if I specify the lower limit, for example 5, and I do not specify the upper limit, it will include the complete remaining string after the lower limit. So it will be starting at the index 5 and then will be including the remaining of the string. So when I will run it, as you can see, it started at the index 5, that is me of name, and then included the complete remaining string. So if I try it on the long string, let's say long string, I say start at index 10 and then include the remaining of the string. So what it will do is, as you can see, it started at the long string at from the index 10 and included the remaining of the string. We can also give negative indexes, as you remember from this screen, that every string has a negative index as well. For all the positive index, there is a corresponding negative index as well in Python. But it starts in a reverse order and it starts with -1 instead of 0. So now, if we work on this variable date, we have the negative index for the complete string as well. The negative index start from -1, so the 3 of 1993 from the end of the string is on -1, 9 is on -2, another 9 is on -3, and it will continue. So when we will be counting from the negative, j will come on -12. So if I want to print the January of date, I will change it to date and I will just add -12 here because j is on -12 index. So then we will count in the reverse order, that 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So y is on -6. So what I will do is I will write here -5 because we know we have to tell it 1 greater. The upper limit is 1 greater than the index we want to be printed. So let's run this code, and as you can see, it printed the January. So we can use both positive indexes and the negative indexes, but the most common will be the positive indexes. It is very rare that we require negative indexes because both have same results, so most commonly we use the positive indexes. So you can play around with these things, indexes and operators that will improve your skills on Python. So the best way of learning is coding. The more you code, the more you learn. So do good practice of this code, try to play around. If error comes, you try to solve those, and then this will make your skills stronger, and this will help you in our future lectures